Okay, we're going to talk about asparagus. Now, asparagus, actually, I couldn't stand asparagus most of my life. All I had ever had when I was little was the stuff that comes in the can, and it has that kind of funky smell to it that tastes like sulfur, you know, in my humble opinion. But a few years ago, I actually got my first taste of fresh spring asparagus, and it's like it's a different thing entirely. You can't even call it the same vegetable. This stuff is delicious. All right, now I have to say that my preference is for the little ones. Okay, I like these little bitty ones that are, you know, about like a pencil. Okay, and they are easy to work with. They take no time to cook, and they're just like boom, ready. However, if you want more flavor, you want the bigger guys, and these aren't even that big. You know, these are I don't know, like my finger. There, see? All right, now when you're looking for asparagus, let me show you what you want to look for. And you're going to find that most often is, well, you can get asparagus year-round. A lot of it comes from South America. They fly it in. But if you find it fresh in the spring, that's when you get as much as you can stand. All right, this is what you want to look for. You can hear that? All right, you've got the stem, right? And these are the little floret. I don't even know. I think that might be a flower, actually. But you see how it's still pretty moist, and it's nice and tight. It hasn't started to open up. Now, I pulled this one a couple days ago, and I wanted to show you, once you start getting tired of asparagus, oh, here's a good one. This is what you don't want, okay? You see how it's kind of gotten a little soggy and soft? And if that went another day or two, then it would be extremely unpleasant, okay? So he's fired. We don't want that one. But to cook asparagus, super simple, all right? So to get it ready, and I've seen people that will, you know, trim it way up here. You don't have to do that. The asparagus will tell you where it needs to be trimmed, because the bottom part of the stem can get really woody. Now these are thin enough and young enough that it's not going to be too woody. The great big ones can get really hard. But take your asparagus and bend it, and it'll snap right there where it's ready to go. Now, don't get rid of these, okay? There's a trick to this. Just like I have tricks with all kinds of other stuff as far as not wasting anything, this is a great example, all right? So save those, because I'll come show you what you can do with them. All right, so we've got about 1 pound of asparagus, and several ways you can do it. You can saute it, you can steam it, you can boil it, you can roast it, and in this case, we're going to roast it. I love roasting vegetables because the high temperature, and we got it about 450 degrees in the oven, by the way. The high temperature brings out the sugars, and you get that beautiful caramelized thing on the outside. And I got one that I want to snap. Okay, there we go. That beautiful caramelized thing, and it brings out the sugars and the flavors and intensifies it, and it's quick and it's delicious and it's awesome. Okay, a little bit of olive oil. Now you want to make sure that you're just a little, tablespoon or two. You don't have to go nuts on it. Okay. And if you've got really nice fresh asparagus, I don't put too much on it. A little bit of kosher salt, just a bit. Okay. Then make sure he's covered. Roll it around. Don't crowd your pan. Okay. If you've got a whole bunch of asparagus and you want to roast off a bunch, then do yourself the favor of getting several pans to do it in, because if you've got them crowded on top of each other, like that, the moisture is going to come out, they're going to steam, and they're not going to get that crisp, tender thing, and caramelization won't happen. So, give it lots of real estate, okay? So, 450-degree oven. I'm going to throw this in there for, I'd say about 10 to 12 minutes, okay? You want it cooked, but not to where it loses its crunch. And I'll show you how yummy that stuff is when it comes out. Okay, ignore all my other little projects I have going on. Oh, yeah, this is perfect. Oh, wait a minute. You know, you'd think that after a while I'd realize if you open the oven door and you stick your head right in the heat that you're going to melt your mascara to your eyelashes and not be able to see. Wow, I've done that about... I do that all the time. That's so stupid. Okay, come over here and look. Look how beautiful that is. Okay, I have to say the fragrance is out of this world. Now, those took... I actually pulled those out at about 8 minutes. The fatter they are, the longer the amount of time you want to give them. I have a pot on the stove misbehaving. But if you've got these little thin ones, and these were not quite as thin as some I have, but they were pretty little, don't overcook them, because this is what you want. You still want some resistance to it. I'm going to burn my mouth and I can't help it. If you want to, you can give yourself a little squeeze of lemon over the top of that. That'd be awesome. Or you could toss it with a little garlic right before you throw it in. But I love just a little oil and salt. And roasted asparagus. Ooh, that's one of the better things you can get. If you like this video and you want more great tips, tricks, and techniques, check out the website at thrillbillygourmet.com. You can like me on Facebook under the Thrillbilly Gourmet, and you can follow me on Twitter under Jan Charles or the Thrillbilly. I'm on Pinterest now too under Jan Charles. I've also got 2 brand new podcasts, both of which you can find on iTunes. The Thrillbilly Gourmet and the Food City Kitchen on WVLT with Chef Walter Lambert and Jan Charles. Now, make sure you subscribe, and you can ask a question, you can leave a comment, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for visiting.